it's gotten to the point that even women are seeing that all of these other modern women hate to see a man happy. They hate to see a man enjoying his life.
This is why women attack men when they're happy.
Yep.
Women attack men when men are happy.
Stop acting like you don't know.
What's an example? Oh, like sports.
Exactly. Oh, he's so full of himself. And we'll do something to take him down.
So wait, why do women do that?
Because happiness and power comes together in a man's body, and the power is scary. And so we have to diminish the power. So we will attack them when they're happy. They come home, they caught a big fish, or whatever it was they did. If it wasn't something that I did that gave you that feeling, then that's a problem.
I don't know what they laughing about. Ain't nothing funny. Because way too many men go through this. We're trying to play Fortnite, 2K, whatever his thing is. This girl just sitting behind him. It's to the point where we make memes about it, like the PS5 beep. I've never understood that you could have all your husband and fatherly duties done. That PS5 beep ignites something inside of women, bro. I mean, this really does explain it perfectly. I know there's a lot of guys I've lived through it. Like, damn, I finally got some free time. I never get this. What I'm about to do? What you about to do? Whoa, I'm a grown ass man. Now you arguing? Yeah, bro. This shit's spooky.
A lot of people ask why I make videos talking bad about men. This is what my dad just told me when I told him I didn't buy him anything for Christmas yet. What?
Men don't deserve anything.
They don't. They don't. Right, Appa?
I know. Even people don't buy the flowers or plate,
Yeah, they don't buy it.
Even go with women.
Yeah, exactly.
The men doesn't.
They don't deserve it. Mm-mm.
And you see exactly where she at. Sitting right there next to her dad. Where she probably gonna be for the rest of her life with this attitude.
I just literally said this not too long ago when I was surrounded by 5 ladies at a panel in-person discussion down in Miami, black women. And the question by AJ Rants Reacts, he asked the question and they didn't get what he was hinting at. He asked them, ladies, do you feel like you're in competition with the women around, like other women? And each one of them said no. And I'm like, you can't be last in every relational demographic question in terms of marriages, birth and divorce rates, highest rates of single parents households, demonizing the men that date out, demonizing the men that vote differently than you, trying to shame, guilt trip, and control the men that try to speak out or challenge you with anything. Y'all gotta realize if you don't get the warning now, there's going to be an era where your views and opinions truly will be irrelevant. And the scariest part is not that men will keep arguing. If you're worried about a gender war, imagine when there is no war because the men stop showing up to the battlefield.
Men have already stopped doing that. That's why a lot of men are checking out. Women can't stand men being at peace. They can't stand men moving around and dodging chaos. That's why they get mad when men don't quote unquote protect them. A man, 9 times out of 10, then watched you start that fight and he said, hey, I'm not about to be a part of that. And you get mad at the man because he chose his peace and his safety over your bad attitude and your reckless emotion.
The craziest thing you got the ick for?
I don't like to see happiness sometimes. I don't know. I just saw a man like smiling.
I do not want to see my man happy if it's not with me, ever. I'm sorry, like, maybe it's just me, but I've never been one of those girls to be like, yeah, I just want to see my man happy, even if it's not with me. Like, I love him so much that I want him to be happy, like, even if it's not with me. No, absolutely not. You cannot be happy. Your happiness depends on if you're with me or not. Sorry, death row. Like, you knew what it was when you met me, though. Like, and I don't feel bad about it. You cannot be happy unless you're with me. We're either happy together or you're not happy at all. Neither one of us gonna be happy. Then what? So yeah, that's just me though. But on another note, I need about like $300,000 to get him a Brabus by tomorrow. His birthday coming up. Like, I need to just get that man a Brabus. Like, but yeah, no. We're either happy together or you're never happy. That is a threat. Love you.
What an immature statement to make. What an immature statement to make. And this is what men have to deal with. And they say they want a man to take care of them, to provide and protect. But a man can't even get an afternoon to himself to be at peace.
How many times do I have to
Right. Because they trash. Y'all trash. I said that to me.
Come out here talking.
I didn't say that. No, but bro.
That's weird. What is you coming out here loud as hell for? What is you coming out here loud for?
I'm chilling.
You not. You don't be that loud any other time.
Look, y'all know where to get on. The shock drop, like, when they do a shock drop? Like 2 weeks ago? Just gave it away. I've been waiting for this, man. I've been waiting for these. Right.
And I'm telling y'all right now, it's selling out. People gonna be me included. Like I said, I'm white, fire red.
What's so funny? What's funny?
What?
The shoes I bought you? Yeah, let me go ahead and have them back.
Bro, hold on.
I use
hold on.
on these.
That's what I told you. Bro, hey, corner. Don't even shoot. Why on God's great earth would he say that? Listen, look, y'all not listening. See, this is why. I'm Phil Jackson. I'm Coach Carter. Y'all are not listening. Y'all.
Shut the hell up. You know I gotta work. Mike is right by your damn mouth.
I'm playing the game.
Put.
I'm locked in, fellas. Hold on.
Like you like to see me tweet. Like for real.
All right, I got you. Y'all got jokes. I run this bitch. I can switch y'all out like a pair of shoes for tomorrow. I ain't you. I wear the pants in my relationship.
You wear what? Yeah. Oh, didn't you?
All right, hear me out. If he's been at his 9-to-5 job all day, or even longer, tell me he doesn't deserve a home-cooked meal when he gets home. I'm not saying that you didn't work too. You worked at home plenty, but he had to wake up, leave the comfort of his own home, talk to people he did not want to talk to, and then has to come back home hungry? Nope.
I know some people see this and they think this is an exaggeration or...
It absolutely is. She went on in her video to say that she wants a man that's 100% involved. Basically, she wants that man to be in the kitchen, cooking and cleaning when she's cooking and cleaning. How dare these men sit on the fucking couch, right? Women like her only complain about things that benefit them. Because I guarantee you, those men that are sitting on the couch, when they're outside mowing the grass, cutting the edges, cleaning the gutter, do you think she's outside doing that shit with them? Of course she's not. She's more than likely sitting in the living room, on the couch, on her phone, scrolling. Also, pay attention to the women in the video that were in the kitchen. They didn't even look upset. They probably enjoy doing that shit for the men that's in their lives. Because I'm sure those men make sure that they're good. The only person in that house that was complaining was the lesbian girl that recorded the video, trying to shame the relationship between a man and a woman.
I mean, even on a holiday, when you're supposed to be happy to be around your family, modern women are always finding things to be mad about. They're always finding things to be mad about. After the man didn't run around all day, getting all of the stuff that you done forgot, the man go there, get it, come back, go again, come back, go again, come back. And these trips, oh, make sure you get this. Don't do that. Oh, this store closed, go to this store, check in this aisle. The man been walking around for 5, 10, 15 minutes looking for one item, and you sent him to the store with a list of 10, 20 items. No lie. And then the man, when he sits down and has a rest, while you've been sitting at the house not doing anything, taking a break, all of a sudden, how dare him? The man been working this whole week, you been off, and when he finally get a day or a weekend to chill out, this is what we get.
I saw this really cute video the other day of a guy unboxing the lunch that his girlfriend had made him, and he was so enthusiastic. He was like, she makes me a turkey sandwich every single day, but I love it. They're the best turkey sandwiches I've ever fucking had. I request them every day. He could not have been more appreciative. And every single one of the top comments were women shitting on him, being like, can't you make your own fucking lunch? Why doesn't she have a ring? Girlfriend, these are wifely duties. And then it's like sparking discourse in the comments of like, women, why are we doing wife things for boyfriends? How do you think you get the ring? In this era of sprinkle men or wallets, like, we have fucking lost the plot. Because straight up, what do you bring to the table? A relationship is a partnership. You should both be doing things for each other out of like the love and the goodness of your hearts. My boyfriend has chocolate banana bread waiting for him in the fridge. His full stocking and all of his presents are under the tree. And he made me custom stockings for my cats and one for me with our faces on it, and a handful of custom ornaments. If you refuse to do anything nice for your partner because you don't have a ring on your finger, you're not gonna get a ring on your finger.
I can bet my last dollar was a bunch of single mothers, bitter women, and women that can get a man but not retain one. I'm sure we all know the overall issue here, and that issue is women keep women single. Women do not want to see the next man happy. Women do not want to see the next woman happy. They want you to be a part of their misery because misery loves company.
Never gonna get one, because not because you're not pretty, not because you don't have accomplishments, not because you're not smart. It'll be because you're a terror to be around.
I told people before, they're like, oh, you hate all men. I'm like, I've never said that, but if the shoe fits, wear it. I don't give a fuck. But also, like, yeah, don't you? Haven't you ever spent time with one? They're fucking awful. Like, have you ever seen a group of guys out, like all straight dudes, and they're all laughing? Have you ever been like, God, I wonder what they're laughing at? No. When they're laughing, I'm going, what the fuck are they doing? Something bad, probably.
I'm like, they probably just hit a woman.
Yeah, they're probably high-fiving over a slur. I bet. That's what I think. When I see men doing it, I'm like, what are you laughing at? What's so funny?
You
The state of the world? Turn on the news. I bet you wouldn't be laughing so hard. I'm just harassing them.
So, let me get this straight. Couple of guys laughing together automatically means they must have done something wrong or they just hit a woman? This isn't a joke. It is straight up hating on men with a smile. What is crazy is how normal they sound saying it. No hesitation, no self-awareness, just casual contempt. And you know what's funny? Most guys they're mocking are probably just hanging out, laughing about work, life, maybe sports, normal stuff. But for women like this, men having fun looks like a threat. That's how deep the resentment goes. They can't stand seeing men happy or at peace. Here's the reality. Men are not the enemy. Most guys are just living their lives, working hard, trying to find some peace, trying to laugh with their friends. If you see that and it makes you angry, that says more about your mindset than it does about men. But here's the thing, guys. Don't let women like this define your view of all women. Yeah, there are bitter, hateful ones out there, and sadly, they do get attention. But not every woman is like this. There are women who respect men, who don't see them as enemies, who understand that men and women need each other. Those are the ones you should focus on. Ignore the noise, block the toxicity, and keep working on yourself. Build your life, your confidence, your value, so that when you meet a woman who actually appreciates good men, you'll be ready for her. The best revenge on bitterness like this isn't hate, it's success, peace, and finding someone who is on your level.
And there's a lot of women with this ideology. A lot of women that talk reckless and they say silly stuff based on how they feel. Not based on reality, but based on, oh, well, I had this experience where a man didn't open the door for me. Where are all the good men at? I don't know. Maybe that was just an experience for you that was specific to that time. And there's a lot of men out here that still open doors.
Women hating to see men be happy. They hate to see it. So many women, even if they're married or have a boyfriend, they're like, ugh, I hate when he's happy. Ugh, he's smiling. Ugh, gosh. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand why a woman would want a man to be unhappy or why she just doesn't feel comfortable when he is happy. It is a sign of insecurity. It is a sign of...
Hey, can you take out the trash?
Yes, just give me 2 minutes.
Fine, I'll just do it myself. You fucking lazy piece of fucking shit! You fucking pussy-ass bitch! Get off your fucking ass, loser!
Nothing makes a woman more angry than seeing a man happy. Okay, especially happy with your own personal life. If you're around a woman or if you're dating a woman and she sees you're genuinely happy, she's sitting there going, wow, look how nice of a guy this guy is, going on in his own life, going about his own time, going about his own terms, liking what he's doing, in a state of peace. Oh yeah, watch her try to add some confusion and some complexity. Watch her try to just find things to say and find things to do to make you do more for absolutely no reason. Watch how angry she gets and watch how frustrated she gets just seeing you at ease and at peace. If you like watching that sports game on TV, watch her make comments about it, how it's a waste of time. If you like playing video games, watch her say what a waste of time it is. If you do something productive and you like to go work out, watch her tell you that all you do is sit in the gym. And if you're pretty good at making money, watch her tell you how boring you are because all you do is work. No matter what, you will not be able to win because their natural nature is to deceive you.
Just a whole bunch of complaining over and over again. Like he said, it's literally anything that you do. They don't care. If it's not what they want to do, especially not at that time, then it's a waste of time to them.
Oh my god, like, you guys are so codependent. Oh my god, you mean ex-boyfriend, right? Dump him and fuck his best friend. I would never let a man do that to me. You're gonna choose your boyfriend over your friends? Oh my god, let's go to the club. But don't bring your boyfriend. Oh my god, girl, look at that man over there. He's so fine. Why have one boyfriend when you could have 9? You should dump him. Break up with him. Girl, let's go on a 2-man. Don't bring your boyfriend.
And this is how these single women are acting. They're acting. It's almost a mix between jealousy and misery. These modern women don't have a life worth living.
When a woman see that you happy without them after she thought you was supposed to be all on her, it bugs them out. Guys, you understand how bad women get mad when you ignore them? This is why a lot of times when women reject you and you move on and you doing your thing and you happy, they get pissed off. They start to hate you because they thought that you were supposed to cry. You're supposed to get all upset. When they see you good with that, they get angry, bro. This is what happens.
I really feel like some women hate to see a man happy. They don't want to see a man goddamn being an overachiever. Cause when you go online, not all women, but some women be online saying if you see a man and he talking to multiple women, he a ladies man, then he really want a man on the low. The stupidest fucking shit I done ever heard in my life. Let's reverse it. Now, if you seen a gay man goddamn talking to a whole bunch of dudes, you would never see a woman go online and say, you know why he out there frolicking with all them men's and carrying on, girl? You know why? I be knowing, girl, cause he really straight on the low. You will never hear no shit like that. You know why? Cause the shit sounds stupid as fuck, man. What the hell is we talking about?
Let me just say that this video took like 7 months to pop off. I think I had maybe 200 views on it, and now all of a sudden my notifications like are just blowing the fuck up. And not in a good way. People are just coming for me and hating me for this video. It was literally like a skit, a joke. It's called satire, humor, comedy, you know, not that deep, but thank you all for attacking me. It's been a pleasure reading all of your lovely comments, and I'll just shut the fuck up now and get off the internet. Thank you.
It don't matter how long it took the video to pop off. What you said in the original video, maybe they caught on a little bit later, but what you said was originally stupid. And so when it came across a man's timeline and he called you out for saying something dumb, don't matter the month, the hour, or the day, you say, oh, well, you know, it was this and this was the situation. And this is what modern women usually do when accountability is knocking on their door.
Yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey,
That's good, man.
Women hate seeing men be happy. Like,
They see a man in a poly relationship, they mad. They see a man just frolicking, they mad. They see a man comfortable in his sexuality, they mad. They see a man getting multiple women, they mad. They see a nigga with money, they mad. Like, women just hate seeing niggas happy. Like, it's just something about seeing a man happy triggers something in him. Where it's just like, oh, look at that nigga just being happy and living his fucking life. How disgusting. That to me is just it's so depressing. It's like, God damn. So it's like whenever they find a stat that puts a negative light on men, they be so happy to regurgitate.
For me, like, when I ask a guy, like, what is he passionate about? Like, sometimes it's like going to the gym, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like, anything else?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I don't think that you're for me, but maybe I have a friend for you. Like, you're so cute.
You can't make this shit up, man. You can't. You know, like, what's wrong with a dude being passionate about the gym? Like, it's just, this kind of woman does not want to see a man happy. That's it. It's crazy ass expectations in her head, man. But what does she like do for passion? What, makeup? Like, you're gonna do some makeup? Oh, I do makeup and I like to shop. Like, I don't understand this shit, man. I don't understand these stupid interviews. It makes you look so bad. There's so many videos on these interviews of women that they cannot stand to see a man happy. Like, what's wrong with that? I just don't get it. Like, what's wrong with a man being passionate about the gym or fishing or it's a cold game you're playing, man. I hope to God that you guys do not fall in the trap. I hope you guys do not end up with a woman like this. Your life will be over. Your life's gonna be nothing but stress, headaches, bull, and drama, and I promise you, it's not something you want to be dealing with. Pick and choose wisely, man.
But my brother, you saying it makes them look bad, they don't think it does. They don't care. A lot of modern women are so they're just so unaware. Their self-awareness, their level of awareness about any situation other than what they got going on right then and there in that moment, that's the only thing they care about.
I am an adult. Video games are for children. Wow. And so me in dating, I would rather you have a hobby that's not video games. Something that enlightens you.
You don't think video games do that at all?
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. My favorite video game growing up, it was Frogger. So I'm just helping a frog cross
That
the street.
track.
Hold on.
Oh my God. All arguments invalid. Frogger? Of all the amazing games out.
I got another
Frogger.
one. I got another one. Grand Theft Auto.
GTA's one of your all-time favorites?
Grand Theft Auto. Before you decided to keep this going as a grown man.
Right. Which I have made very, very lucrative for myself.
And by the way, were you always a gamer?
I grew up playing games like Final Fantasy VII, you don't know it. Kingdom Hearts 2, you don't know it. Mega Man X, which I went and got him iced out here, you don't know it.
Mortal Kombat.
Uh-huh. Still
Fighter.
Name one Mortal Kombat character. Thank you.
Women who hate men make the best wives and girlfriends, and I will die on that hill. Because if she doesn't care about male validation or attention, but for some reason she chooses to be around you, she likes you, she wants to give you her attention, it is a different level of loyalty and love and excitement that she will have for you, because there is no other man who's been able to do that for her. And you know the saying, a friend to all is a friend to none? I feel like that is basically what this is. If she loves all guys, if she's impressed by every man, if every guy grabs her attention, then you're not that special. But if she kind of hates them all, if she's so uninterested in all of them, but she chooses you, that's the biggest win ever.
That's a different thing. She's just uninterested. She has eyes for you. If she hates men, but then you get a pass, then you're one of the good ones. She still has that terrible attitude, and she's still going to be talking reckless. And eventually you get to be the guy who gets to protect her because she was out there talking stupid.
What's the biggest thing you hate about women?
The biggest thing I hate about women is that, you know, that one Billie Eilish quote, she said,
You give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world.
That's it right there. Okay?
Wow.
You look at that statement, you see how invalid that is. As a young man coming up, you see how they're just trying to put you down, okay? Now,
Yo,
if the roles were
fact.
reversed, this would be a cancelable offense for us. Okay. You understand?
100%.
So I think that, you know, there are double standards, okay? And we have to look at these. We
For
don't
real.
let this shit slide. Pause. Okay? We just have to realize that, like, if you're gonna say that about us, and you expect us to not say that about you, let's take a step back. Let's look at this.
Nah, this is straight up fucking facts. He's not wrong. What's crazy is that a whole fucking celebrity is talking shit about men. Like, women complain that men ain't shit, but you don't give men space to be men. You know what I'm saying?
Being friends with women in this generation is getting more and more impossible. I usually just stay at the house and read some books because women are really, really hard to be friends with right now. It's something about this generation specifically that makes them, like, actually so insufferable. Every woman is claiming that they hate all men, and I cannot get behind that train of thought. Like, how disrespectful to your father, your brothers, your future son, like your future husband. I will never in my life understand that train of thought because it's these same women that are gonna wake up in their 30s, single and alone, and wondering what happened. Why am I alone right now? And it's like, well, if you hadn't spent your 20s saying awful things about men, maybe you could have settled down. But instead, you're gonna sit there, 40 years old, listening to Taylor Swift with a bunch of cats around you. Can't we all just be nice to men? For once? Please?
Eventually, I will be a mother, and probably to a son. And as a woman, I feel like we should be nicer to guys. When they approach you, and they cold approach you, which is really hard and vulnerable to do, I feel like we should let them down gentler. Let's not cancel them right away when they do that, okay? Even if it's someone that you don't find attractive, just be nice. Just be like, okay, well, thank you for the offer, but XYZ, you know? It sucks that men are so afraid to approach people because they're so afraid of getting canceled, and that just shouldn't be right. That should not be the society, bro. Like, we're supposed to interact with people. We're supposed to get rejected. It's literally a numbers game. We're supposed to meet people. I think everyone should just get off their high horses, just be nice to people, be honest, reject them if you don't like them, but at least we shouldn't be afraid to try. I know it's a trend to hate men, but at the end of the day, we're gonna be coupled up with them and they're gonna be the fathers of our children, so it's important to be mindful of that. They are still our other half, so I think we should just give it a little bit of grace. Obviously not one size fits all. I don't have the solution for that. I'm not God, and some people do need a little bit of a stronger approach to say no. But if someone's being nice and just complimenting you, just take it. Just take it, okay? Who cares?
There's this new thing about like how women who hate men have the best husbands. That makes no fucking sense. Absolute fucking sense. How the fuck do you have a good man with you and you don't even know how to fucking love one? I think they're mistaking meanness with boundaries. Why the fuck would anybody not want their partner to have boundaries? Like, of course he wants you to have boundaries. That's not you being a bitch or being mean. Why the fuck do y'all think hating men will get you someone good? This type of fucking mentality needs to fucking stop. Honestly, like y'all are fucking tripping. And this fucking yogurt is great. It's not sponsored.
When you're around a woman that is consistently saying she hates men, I'm a man hater, and basically centers her life around hatred of men, it's because she's dealing with a lot of shame. And if that's you, that's totally normal and fine, because that used to be me. But the reason you have such a strong hatred of men is because you have some sort of shame revolving around masculine energy. And that could be a father wound, it could be from intimacy with men, it could be from bullying or harassment. If you're centering your life around the hatred of men, all you're ever going to do is attract those types of men into your life. Even when you're not trying. Even when you're in the realm of like, I don't want to date, I don't want to talk to any guys because I hate all men. Any one of them that comes around you is going to reflect that hatred back onto you because that's all you're projecting. I promise you, letting go and feeling comfortable around masculine energy and in your own masculine energy will do wonders for you.
This is the only time I'm going to address the pick me comments. First of all, when anyone comments that, I immediately think that they have the emotional intelligence of a sewer rat. What it tells me is you lack the emotional connection or responsibility to have a real conversation with somebody about a topic that you don't necessarily agree with. And just a shout out to the women that are able to have a conversation without trying to insult me, y'all are the real ones. But the funny thing about it is, like, I've already been picked. I'm in a whole ass relationship. I love my man. I'm never gonna get on the internet and shame him. He is the most important person in my life and in our family. And it's funny because y'all use pick me as like an insult, but at the end of the day, we all want to be picked. Whether it's by a man, whether it's by our friends, whether it's by our family, because the definition of being picked is essentially wanting attention and validation from male attention. So your bikini photos online, your boobs out, being on dating apps, is that not essentially the same thing as seeking male validation, or is it different? But the most interesting part about this that y'all don't understand is that me and my boyfriend collaborate on every single topic that's covered on here. And sometimes I'm the voice and the advocate for the things that he's gone through in his life. And most y'all women can't say that for your man. So it's like, if that makes me a pick-me, then I'll be a pick-me all day long as I continue to speak on what I speak on. And you all have to realize that just because somebody speaks on men's issues or women's issues doesn't mean that we hate the other side of things. Y'all always spew out like, oh my God, you hate women. Oh my God, you hate women. Like, I stitch other women's behavior and I'm calling out poor behavior. The same way y'all are on this app talking about your shitty dating experiences, y'all are calling out poor behavior. Or is it just one-sided? Okay, bye.
That's it. You didn't trigger them, Sarah. They have to be held accountable for their bad behavior. They have to be held accountable for the stupid stuff that they say, and they don't like that.
I was on the phone with my mom, and she's like, make sure you're being nice to your boyfriend. And I was like, I'm really nice to him. And she was like, make sure you're being nice to your boyfriend. So I called him, and I was like, hey, do you think I'm nice to you? And he's like, yeah. So we're good.
Sometimes my boyfriend be saying dumb shit, like, can I shave my mustache? Can I buzz my hair? Can I start wearing hats? And I'm like, no. But low-key, do it. Do it. Because now no other gonna want you. And you're making sure of it. Literally do it.
Feel bad for any dude out here that's gonna date this woman, dude that has dated this woman, for any dude that's gonna date a woman just like this. Because I promise you, man, this shit is happening around the whole entire world, man. Men are getting with women that don't like them. Men are getting with women that don't respect them, don't care about them, they don't give a fuck, homie. Men are out here getting with women that don't even find them attractive. Oh, well, she doesn't like me. Well, why the f you with her, man? Men are settling because they're afraid of being alone, man. Oh, she's so pretty, I like her so much. What makes her so special? I don't know. I mean, she's just so awesome. You know, most of the time, men make these women special in their heads, and they're not really all that special. Yeah, I hear you did that 304. I wish the best of luck to you. Basically, nothing but headaches and drama and bullshit and problems. You need to learn how to pick and choose wisely, man. It's gonna be one of the most important choices you ever make in your entire life. I always tell people, let God send you that right one, man. You know, let God guide you to that right woman, because this ain't gonna be it, man. This ain't gonna be it. Living with nothing but a headache for the next however long you're with her, man. Stay cold out here. Jim grinding God.
Someone the other day was like, girl, you always talk about how much you hate men, but isn't your room filled with them? Oh! Okay.
And some of you ladies don't seem to realize that this is how so many men feel defeat. They don't even want to try. Let me go ahead and say this. This is why many men don't even want to try to do relationships or get married anymore. Because they hear this.
So you're financially independent, right? That financial independence is important. It is, because if you're reliant on an individual for your financial stability, things don't work out with that individual. You're out on your own, and you're just the girlfriend. You're not even married to him, so you can't, like, take half of what he earns, like, when you leave him, you know?
Yeah, like, take half of what he earns, like, when you leave him, you know?
But women like you die alone.
Take half of what he earns, not half of what was given to him. Half of what he earned, worked hard for, toiled for, blood, sweat, and tears for. You take half of that.
Normal here.
Not to be a man hater or anything. Actually, no, fully to be a man hater. Fully to be a man hater.
Oh, okay. I guess she also just doesn't like men. I mean, you could have brought that up when you were theorizing on why your relationships with men might be going poor.
Yeah, like, how are you going to date men but hate men? That makes literally no fucking sense at all. Like, actually is retarded.
Women want men to fail. Women do not want to see
men succeed. And if you think otherwise, you are deluding yourself, okay? Because there is nothing that women hate more than a happy, successful man. Do not kid yourself, okay? These women cannot stand seeing men who are happy, men who are successful, men who are thriving, okay? Whenever they see a guy like that, the first thing they want to do is bring him down. Even if she is attracted to him, initially, she may appreciate that. Initially, she may like the fact that, hey, this guy has his shit together. He is kicking ass in life. He is financially secure. He's in incredible shape. But once she starts dating you, her first order of business will be turning you from that alpha male into a beta male. And as soon as she turns you into that beta male, she will resent you for allowing her to turn you into a beta male. Right? That is basically the cycle of every relationship. You're an alpha guy. She sees you alpha. She gets attracted to that, pulls you into a relationship with her. And the moment you enter that relationship with her, her job from that point is to slowly turn you as beta as she possibly can. And then once she has accomplished that, quickly resent you for allowing her to turn you into a beta male. Because there's nothing women hate more than a successful man, than seeing a man thrive, than seeing a man winning in life. Women hate that, okay? Especially if they're not attracted to you. They hate seeing you succeed. I mean, obviously, look at how women treat each other. When one woman sees another woman who is more successful than she is, who is happier than she is, who has a family that she doesn't, that she's always wanted, what does that girl do? She tries to pull the rug out from underneath that woman because she cannot stand to see another woman happy. And it's no different with us men, especially us men, especially these days with all of this feminist brainwashing and indoctrination that so many of these women have gotten since childhood, since birth, right? That men are evil, men are holding us back, men are the reason we don't have equal pay, men are the reason for this, men are the blame for that. Okay, it's always our fault, right, guys? It's always our fault why women are failing at life and why they can't get ahead in life. Of course, because women have, no self-accountability, because they have no agency, they are quick to point the finger. And who do they point the finger at? They point the finger at men, right? It's men's fault. It's men's fault for everything. A woman gets knocked up, she gets pregnant, whose fault is it? It's the dad's fault. He knocked me up. I told him I was.
So I love his energy. I love his vibes. I love what he brings to the table. And now that we're in a relationship, or we're quote unquote dating, even though we've seen each other maybe a couple of times, I want that energy towards me. I want all of it, 100%. Modern women are selfish like that.
Can I ask a question? Why don't we want men to be happy? Why are we trying to piss them off? I keep running into very stupid, foolish dating advice that's like, make him jealous. This will make him angry. This will make him want to strike. No! Y'all like y'all men angry? Y'all like him in the angry flavor? When in this world, in this universe, in this lifetime, in this epoch, in this era, have angry men ever served us? When has a man being pissed off ever made our lives easier? Let me know. I think the people who date men should be striving to make men feel comfortable, wanted, desired, included, treasured, valuable. Why do I feel like that's an unpopular thing to say? People gonna run and be like, she's a pick me, oh, she just wanna get chose. How can I lose if I'm already chose? But seriously, please stop pissing the boys off. Stop trying to make them mad or insecure.
What's the problem? Why do men have to fight to be happy with a woman nowadays? Now we know it's not all women, but I'm glad it was a woman who said this because she's noticed it. So it's not like it doesn't exist. Another woman is saying, what's the problem with women trying to make men happy or add to their happiness? Why is everything so negative? It's not every single person, but y'all can at least acknowledge that y'all see it. Oh, don't do this for him. Don't do that for him. Don't do this. I've heard women say, I posted a video the other day, be his problem, not his peace. Like what? Or women sit back and say, oh, I need a man that can handle me. As tough as this world is, as much as men got to deal with, and maybe you don't understand what men got to deal with because you only look at things from your perspective as a woman. So it may seem like to you that men might have it easier. As a man, as Jeremy, I can understand what women go through is different than what I go through. Now, because they may not experience what I go through, I can still acknowledge what she could possibly be going through as a woman, because I understand the world we living in. It's too deep for them. So y'all expect and say, oh, I need a man that can handle me. A man that got to go out to this world, work for everything that he has, because nothing is ever given to him. He has to work every day, go through all the stuff he had to go through just to come home and deal with a woman that's trying to be combative. Not that she's combative, she's trying to be, because she wants him to handle her. Why? This just make it make. You're not that aggressive woman. You're trying to be that aggressive woman, because for whatever reason, maybe one time in your life you were soft with a guy, gentle with a guy. It didn't play out in your favor, so now you think the only solution is to be aggressive, and he got to put you in your place and be combative, versus just saying, "Hey, that was just the wrong guy." You know what? You can't say that, because you have to take accountability in order to say you picked the wrong guy. So we know you're not going to do that. Now, it's not all women, but why is it that it infuriates so many women just for a man to be happy? That's wild. Now, I can understand you don't want your ex to be happy because you got history with that person, and they got certain things. But a dude that you don't even know like that, or your new man, why you don't want him to be happy? They don't want to do nothing. Y'all take D, be cool. Like, what is it? What do y'all think you're gonna get out of it? But man, y'all so toxic, and that's one of the most toxic traits. You're purposely not trying to be a place of happiness for that man. You're purposely trying to make it harder for him. But that's not toxic. That's just you, right? Y'all be cool. Follow your boy on Instagram at Jeremy L. Holloway.
And it shouldn't be the case that a woman that speaks like this, when they call her a pick-me, has to show her credentials. Oh, you're being a pick-me. I've already been chosen. You see this over and over again. Oh, you just a pick-me. I've already been picked. I'm already a wife. I'm already a fiance. I've already been picked. Y'all just don't want to be accountable. And they keep on saying, well, how come we don't have more content of couples or wives telling us how they're successful and how they get a man? And the woman popped up and said, because y'all don't want to hear it and y'all just gonna cause drama.
Girls that claim they hate men will deadass still get with a man and do nothing but stress them out. So I was talking to this girl, and she was chill. Once you look past all the bullshit that she does, she's cool. But she did not trust me for shit, and she would just stress me out, all for the simple fact that I'm a man. Now, it's been multiple occasions where this girl said or did some bullshit, all because she hates men. But I'm gonna try to sum this all up within like 6 occasions. Occasion number 1, I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning to this girl spamming my cellular device. 4 a.m., an hour before I have to get up to do my manly duties, by the way. So I answer the phone. I'm fucking tired. I'm like, what's up? She say, FaceTime me and share your screen. I had a dream that she was cheating on me. What the fuck? You're telling me right now that you woke me up an hour before I have to get up because you had a fucking dream that I was talking to a bitch? Martin Luther King would not have woken me up for that shit. Now, this girl had a habit of always telling me to share my screen when she got suspicious of me, but she did it randomly, so I don't even have time to even delete shit because she starts counting down as soon as she say share the screen. When I do share the screen, she don't find shit. And when she don't find shit, oh, you think you slick. You don't even want to just see my recent messages. She wants to see my old messages. I'm talking 2023 type shit. So she can see what the other girls that I used to talk to look like. I tell her, no, why do you want to go through that? You gonna get in your head and shit. And that's what she literally does. She gets in her head and then she says shit like, oh, I'm definitely not your type. Your old girl look like this, or that girl look the same as the other one. I'm definitely not your type. Do you even like me? So she doesn't find anything on iMessage. She tells me to open up Instagram and we go through my DMs. She sees me texting a girl from my martial arts gym about sparring. Oh, why are you texting her about sparring? Why can't you text anyone else? She says, you are literally flirting. I said, how am I flirting? She said, because you're a man. A man is not going to text a girl unless he has intentions or another motive behind it. I said, that's not true. That's the men that you used to mess with. Occasion number 2, my phone died. But anyways, I had this showcase I was performing at. This specific showcase, she couldn't watch me perform because the venue was 21 and up, but she's only 20. So what she decided to do was surprise me outside the venue with a gift before I went in to perform. I'm gonna put on the screen everything she got me, but anyway, she got me a Ninja Turtle plushie, some flowers, and a little love letter type shit. Anyways, I love Ninja Turtles, so I was very grateful for that gift. You see the fucking poster in the back type shit. So 2 things. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought the flowers were fake. They looked fake, they felt fake, and they didn't really have a smell to them. So I'm thinking, okay, these might be fake flowers. I was appreciative of them, but I just thought they were fake. So basically, when I got home, I just put them on my dresser. You feel me? 3 days later, I look back at the fucking flowers. These shits are dying. Like, them shits are dead. And I just didn't know. And then 3 hours later, she FaceTimes me. And we start chatting it up. And she asked me, where's the Ninja Turtle at? I tell her, I'm letting my 2-year-old niece play with it right now. I sent her a video of my niece playing with it. She says, that's weird. I brought that turtle for you, not for you to give to your niece. At that point, I almost cussed her out because I appreciate the gift a lot. But if my niece wants to play with a fucking plushie, I'm letting her play with it. I don't give a fuck. And I tell her about the flowers. She says, men just don't appreciate anything. Okay. Occasion number 3. We're on FaceTime another night, right? She randomly asked me a question. She says, are you a vampire? And I look down at the phone. I'm like, no. Why? Why'd you ask me that? She says, it's just a question. Are you a vampire? I said, no. She said, okay. I said, what if I said I was? She said, I don't know. It's just a yes or no question. I said, okay, then yes, I am. She said, noted. And I'm just confused as shit. About like 20 minutes later, I open TikTok and I see that I got a message from her. She sent me a video. I played a video that she sent me. The caption to this fucking video was, men are energy-sucking vampires. And that was not the first time she sent me a video like that. Damn near every other day she's sending me a video of a girl explaining how much she hates men, what men do, and then she compares the shit that they talk about in that video to how I act. Occasion number 4. Around this time, I'm starting to lose feelings. She just keeps going on these breaks and shit because she thinks being in a relationship with a man is a job and blah, blah, blah. So we on a 2-week break that I didn't agree to, by the way. I'm at my homeboy house this one night. I'm staying over. She calls me at 6 a.m. in the fucking morning, waking me up. I answer the call. I'm like, what's up? The first thing that comes out this girl's mouth, oh, just because I stopped talking to you for 2 weeks, you think it's okay for you to talk to other girls? I'm glad you fucking know. I ain't say that. I said, what are you talking about? She brings up a TikTok that I posted. I literally said, why do anytime you beat a girl in iMessage games, she wants to pull out the word games like it's going to make a difference? I stole that TikTok from somebody else because I ran out of ideas. And I tell her that. And I tell her that damn near all of my videos are old stories from the past. Or just some bullshit that I just randomly say that comes to mind. She says, no joke from a man, no video from a man, or anything from a man is going to be said unless there's a hidden meaning behind it. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? I hope she doesn't see this. I did not mean to call her a bitch, and I'm not trying to hear her mouth. Occasion number 5. We're on a date. This is probably like our second time being out with each other because she's so fucking caught up thinking I'm going to try something because I'm a man, so we didn't really go out like that. She did tell me beforehand that sometimes she doesn't like to cuddle, sometimes she does like to cuddle. Sometimes she doesn't like sex at all. She doesn't want to have sex at all. But there will be times where she would initiate phone sex. Yes, we have phone sex. We're grown as fuck. But anyway, she would initiate it. And then she would get mad at me after the fact and tells me, you're the man. So if you know that I don't like connecting with my partner in that type of way, you should talk me out of it. This definitely wasn't one of the times I wanted to have sex. I just wanted to have a normal date with her. And yes, being that we don't see each other often, we was kissing a lot. After the date, I pay. She gives the waitress a tip. And then we go out to the car. We chill inside the car for a little bit. I say, come here. I want to cuddle. I lied to you not. She says, why? With a big ass smile on her face. I'm like, bro, just come here. She turns down the heat a little bit and comes over to my side of the car. And she lays on top of me. Me, I told you, I was not trying to do anything this night. So I made sure I kept my hands above weight. We were just kissing and that was that. After everything was over, she tells me she really enjoyed this night with me. And then the next day, for some reason, she made a big deal. She said it just seemed like I wanted her for sex. All this and that. She said, have you ever been in a position where you didn't want to do something but you just had to? And I stopped her right there. I said, I'm not about to do this with you. You're making it seem like that I forced you to cuddle with me. She said, I didn't say that. I said you talked me into it. I said, basically what you're saying is I made you feel like you had to do something that you didn't want to do. You could have told me no. She says, but you're a man. You should know when I don't want to do anything. And at that point, I just realized this shit is not getting anywhere. She starts saying that she don't really think I miss her. She don't think I love her and shit like that. She just think I'm bored. But baby, listen, you don't celebrate holidays. You don't celebrate birthdays. You don't want to cuddle. You don't want to have sex. You don't want to go on dates. You want to live off grid. You don't want me to have social media. You don't want me doing my TikTok. I'm going to be bored regardless with you. So if I genuinely didn't like you, I would have been left.
This is a woman that has major problems. Past the point of haha and kiki, this is a woman that is more than broken. This is a woman that is on the path to being a criminal. That's what this is. A woman who can't leave folks alone, who's always got to be on top of somebody's schedule that she quote unquote loves, she gonna end up, well, let me not say that. You need to be careful with your attitude, young lady, and stop doing this stuff.